Hey everyone, welcome back to Genai Linux News. Let's kick things off with some huge kernel news. According to Fornix, the Linux 7.2 merge window saw the long-awaited AMD ISP4 driver finally make its way into the mainline kernel. What's the big deal? Well, this driver is the missing piece for enabling webcams on some seriously high-end AMD Ryzen laptops, including the HP ZBook Ultra G1A and future models. If you've been frustrated with your new AMD laptop's camera not working on Linux, this is the fix you've been waiting for. The ISP stands for Image Signal Processor, and now it's officially part of the kernel rather than requiring patches or workarounds. Sticking with Linux 7.2, Fornix is reporting that the extension 4 file system, still the most widely used file system on Linux, received some serious optimizations. The updates include reworked fast commit handling and faster directory hash computation. What does that mean for you? Better overall file system performance, quicker file operations, and improved efficiency when your kernel deals with directory lookups. These might sound like technical details, but if you're running extension 4, and chances are you are, you'll benefit from smoother disk I/O performance across the board. Now here's something gamers and content creators have been waiting for. Fornix reports that initial AMD GPU HDMI 2.1 fixed-rate link support has been successfully merged for Linux 7.2. This is a massive milestone for AMD's open-source Radeon driver. HDMI 2.1 means higher bandwidth, which translates to support for higher resolutions, higher refresh rates, and features like variable refresh rate gaming. If you've got an AMD GPU and a modern HDMI 2.1 capable monitor, you can now fully take advantage of that hardware on Linux. The implementation has been a long time coming, but it's finally here. Switching gears to some exciting developer news. According to its FOSS, Epic Games has announced Lore, a brand new open-source version control system written in Rust and released under the MIT license. Now you might be wondering, why would we need another Git alternative when Git is already so popular? The answer is simple: games. Lore is specifically designed for handling large, complex files that game developers deal with regularly. We're talking massive texture files, high-resolution models, audio assets, all the things that make modern games so resource-intensive. Git wasn't built for this use case, so Epic created something that was. It's already gaining attention in the game development community, and being open-source means everyone benefits. Game engine fans, pay attention. Fornix is reporting that Godot 4.7 has been released, and this latest feature release for the popular open-source game engine brings something really special: HDR output support. If you're not familiar with Godot, it's a cross-platform game engine that's been rapidly gaining ground on commercial alternatives, especially among indie developers. HDR, high dynamic range, gives games more vibrant colors, better contrast, and overall more stunning visuals, especially on modern monitors and TVs that support it. Now Godot developers can create HDR-capable games without jumping to proprietary engines. This is a significant step forward for open-source game development. If you're using one of Ubuntu's official flavors, like Kubuntu, Lubuntu, or Ubuntu GNOME, here's a policy update you should know about. According to OMG Ubuntu, Canonical has implemented a new requirement. All Ubuntu flavors must now successfully submit a beta release to maintain official status. Previously, flavors that missed the beta deadline could sometimes get a one-time exception. Those days are over. This policy change means more rigorous quality control and ensures that flavors actually go through proper testing cycles before their final releases. It might seem strict, but it's ultimately good for users who depend on these flavors for stability and reliability. And finally, here's a fascinating story about AI actually solving real problems. Fornix is reporting that a long-standing bug in the AMD GPU Linux kernel graphics driver, one that's been causing display freezes on certain laptops for years, may finally be getting fixed. And here's the cool part. An AI assistant named Claude Code helped identify the solution. This bug has been haunting some Linux users since at least 2017, affecting their ability to use their displays after periods of normal use. With the help of AI-assisted code analysis, developers have traced the issue and are working on a proper fix. It's a perfect example of how AI tools can be genuinely useful in software development when used to augment human expertise.